North 10 corridor. Approach with extreme caution. Anderson, do you copy? Anderson, are you there?
Anderson's down, sir. There's no sign of the fugitive.
Understood. Stay alert. There he is.
I don't see anything.
He's in the 9th corridor.
Post 1. Corporal of the guard. You copy.
He's out.
I'll deal with him, Mr. Winter.
This is a security matter, sir. I should be the one out
I
there.
said I'll deal with him. That's enough, Taylor. Let's have an end to this, shall we? It's time to calm down. Come on, Taylor. Why don't you show us how reasonable you can be?
Do that!
How many times do I have to do this?
It's for your own safety as well as ours, Dr. Dance. Henry Walsh, thanks for coming.
My pleasure. Call me John.
This way, Doctor. Until your report is complete, you'll be in close contact with our patients on a daily basis. You won't be treated any differently than the rest of my staff. You'll leave with the patients. Follow my rules. East wing's out of bounds, structurally unsound. So place could do with a fix-up, to be honest. Lights out at 9.
Dr. Hudson?
Our resident therapist. Very hands-on. This is where she holds group sessions. The subjects call it hug-a-thug.
Admin area is split into several different offices and filing rooms. That way, if we have to lock part of the building down, our work can continue without pause.
This place is safe, though.
The real screw-ups are isolated on this floor. They aren't allowed to mix with the general population. And we don't take kindly to gallivanting.
You make it sound like a prison.
It's far from that. But security is tight, as you've already noted. Armed guards outside just for emergencies. Orderlies within. It's for the subject's safety as much as ours. We try to block programming that includes scenes of combat. And it's so commonplace these days.
It's all about blood, guts, and girls' butts, right, sir?
This is our chief orderly. Helps maintain order around here. Everything shipshape, Mr. Winter?
You know it.
All of your patients have field experience?
Some of them too much of it. Reject spies, special ops guys who didn't do so well under pressure. The usual stuff. Name a condition, you can be sure there's a subject here who suffers from it. Depressive disorder, schizophrenia, binge eating, claustrophobia. All put in cold storage until the Institutional Review Board decides what to do with them. And in the meantime, we live with this.
And that's where I come in.
Exactly. Most of them are in the gym at the moment. The rest I'll introduce to you presently. Oh, I have the utmost faith in your abilities. But it's part of my job to remind you to be careful in here. These people are rather delicate.
Better watch yourself, Doc. Hi, Doctor.
You know who I am?
Watch this.
So, you're the shrink who's supposed to see if we're fit to return to real life.
Not quite, Vic. Dr. Dance will evaluate the effectiveness of this facility.
And this facility's screwed, right? I mean, a shrink's a shrink. I knew you'd be sniffing around here.
Dance, this is Dr. Hudson. It's her job to stop our patients from killing each other.
Doctor, perhaps you'd like to sit in on this session. You might find it enlightening.
Well, I don't want to intrude, but if you don't mind...
By all means.
I'd love to.
Sometimes it's useful to examine the things in our lives that are the most important to us. Vic, what's the most important thing to you in the world?
Well, outside of here, it'd be my variable lethality enforcement weapon. It's the smartest weapon in the world.
Smarter than its owner, Vic.
Martel, what do you think the most important thing in your life is?
Getting some peace and quiet around here.
Making movie star websites?
Oh, come on, they're doctors.
What are you blabbering about?
They just put the celebrity's head on some other chick's body.
Girl, I don't care whose body it is, as long as they're naked.
Martel, What do you miss the most from before you joined up?
Come on, Martell. We're all dying to know. What gets you going?
Leave her alone.
What gets you going, Dr. Hudson?
Group sessions that run smoothly.
I can't see any of that going on around here.
Kids. There were kids in my neighborhood. Young families, you know. They were so cheerful. I'd like to have children one day.
Baby, that's an offer I can't refuse.
I'm getting real tired of your bullshit.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, come on, get up.
What you gonna do about it?
Yeah. Come on, boy. Fuck up, man. Wait.
Time out, Bud.
All right.
Wait.
Okay.
Let him go. Bud, you've proved your point. You've asserted your alpha male status to the group. It's your duty to follow this program and give everybody a chance to have their say, right, boys?
Right.
So what's it going to be? Are you going to sit down with your pride intact, or are you going to throw your weight around and get yourself turned into a bruised up pincushion?
I like you. You're a comedian.
All right.
But you, boy, one day soon I'm gonna light your ass up.
I got the first nutbag of the day for you.
Is there anything we can do to warm this room up?
Yeah, we'll let the maintenance man know, shall we?
What do you stab him? So eventually he pressed charges. So I'll just ask you a few questions, and you just be honest with me, okay? Because I need to know if what they are doing here is helping me, okay? So I'm here for you.
Giving a press conference earlier today is retired General Gregory Loden, who oversees selection of subjects for the Kershaw program.
From Dr. Walsh.
There's one patient I haven't seen hide nor hair of, a Lieutenant Taylor.
He's not coming out of solitary.
Yes, he is. Now get him out now, because I need to talk to him.
But Dr. Walsh
Look,
said...
I decide what happens to these people. I review every case, no exceptions. Do you mind if I call my wife?
By all means.
Hi, hon. Yeah, it looks like I might have to stay here for the time being. I might have to talk to all of them. No, actually, I can see you on TV right now. No, you look good. You look incredible.
Loden, currently overseeing weapons testing for a private military company, says the rumors of infighting between Kershaw civilian and armed forces advisors are baseless.
That's nonsense. We are on the best possible terms with our fellow board members.
Still, the scuttlebutt and aroused neighborhood rabble brought Loden out of the shadows earlier today to give his side of the story.
The board appreciates the concerns of the residents, but a program such as this that has been running for such a long time deserves a full and fair examination before its fate is decided.
That fate is looking increasingly precarious as this fiscal year draws to a close.
The men and women being treated at the Kershaw Institute all fought for their country. We cannot abandon them when they are sick or injured, even if that sickness is mental rather than physical. Not all wounds are visible or easy to heal.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Within weeks, the board will have to decide whether the Institute stays open or closes for good. This is Richard Larkin reporting.
Dude, she's freaking hot.
That's my wife.
Yeah? Yeah. Okay.
She doesn't even know what she's talking about.
Neither does Loden. He screwed the pooch big time during Operation Seraphim.
Really?
His mercs hit a residential area by mistake. The locals never knew what hit them.
He's persona non grata now?
'Cause he wouldn't apologize. Apparently, he's upstate testing out his new big bad gun with his Renta troops. And in his spare time, he'll decide what to do with us.
It's not solely up to him.
I wonder what kind of weapons they're trying out.
Whatever it is, it's something that's gonna kill a lot of people.
All right, Taylor. Out you go. Doctor's orders.
So what's with this coil guy? It's a special case, or?
Occasionally, one of our patients gets severely hooked on the drugs that we give them. They get to be too much to handle, we just take them aside and knock some sense into them. It's the only way we can get them to pay attention. And no, before you ask, he's not a biter.
I need to talk to him.
I don't think so. Not here.
Can't do interviews down in that dungeon. It's too damp. Can't concentrate.
Okay. Let's put you in the penthouse suite.
You see this?
Of course, Taylor. He's a natural born leader. Thinks it'll be better if you guided us all out of here. He keeps the peace. Tries to when he's not locked up.
Why was he in solitary?
You should know that, Doc. Lost your info, huh? He's a free spirit. Wants to fly the coop.
I can imagine. You ever considered,
Escaping?
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm like every other jerk here. I want to be declared fit for duty so I can join my unit, grab some glory, so they forget this hiccup ever happened.
That's going to take some doing. What happened in Chechnya?
Here's how it works over there. Those little ex-Soviet countries pick off more than they can chew with the separatists. Then they call us in for help. We get the worst of both worlds. No thanks, no glory, but a heap of shit to deal with it. Child trafficking, extremist groups, IEDs. It wasn't my idea of going in the middle of nowhere looking for a fight.
Always running these cars. Hey, I want that back.
All right. Just gonna hold on to him.
Christ, no lighter, Jim. Hey.
I needed to take a leave of absence after that. Time off. Not a year on some military bunny farm. With all these knuckleheads. You know what's funny? We were forgotten about when we were stationed in Chechnya. Now, I'm fucking invisible. The unknown soldier.
Dance. The boss wants a word with you.
Lieutenant Taylor, I didn't get a chance to introduce myself when I arrived, and
You run out of heads to fuck with?
no, I just think everyone's getting bored to death with all the questions I'm asking. And hey, it's your lucky break. You're next in line. Come on, don't you want to tell your life story?
Oh yeah, just not to you.
Then who?
When's your wife coming?
Soon.
It's time to go. I'll talk to her.
She's a lawyer, not a psychologist.
Yeah, well, from what I understand, she's a lot prettier than you.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, no life story then. We're done, bud.
Retrieved from one of my subject's wayward missions. I have to get you to tell you all about it sometime. I'll be careful, it's very sharp. Sneeze now and you might lose your nose. Enjoying yourself, are you? Having the run of the place?
To tell the truth, part of me feels like running out of this place.
I see. Any breakthroughs?
No miracle cures. I just need more time. And I need room to breathe.
You feel restricted?
Like a rat in a mangle. Look, I understand the need for tight security,
What
but
the hell do you think you're doing, swanning around the exercise yard like that?
I thought I'd get more out of Coyle
If you're going to keep interviewing these subjects, you do it on my terms, in a secure room with a guard outside the door. You can't go around agitating my subjects.
Coyle was calm the whole time we talked.
Don't underestimate him. Any of them. They're trained to maim and murder. You know what stops them?
They want time off for good behavior.
To them, slicing and dicing is good form. This keeps them relatively docile. They take one every day, at gunpoint if necessary. With this, they restrain themselves. But you must still use caution. Otherwise, it'll be the death of you.
Right down there. Lights out, Jarhead.
We've got guards stationed here and here. We're trying to surround the gun before their operator even gets wind of it, sir.
They're aware of its range.
Does she have to be here?
I'm here to assure that you follow government regulations, General. This isn't one of your bloody campaigns.
Well, I'm here to ensure that this new fancy weapon does everything that it's supposed to be able to do. With no distractions.
Oh, you won't be disappointed with this baby. It delivers plenty of bang for its bucks. Real state-of-the-art. Electronically initiated weapon with stacked ammunition. 360-degree field of fire. Nothing can stop this monster. Oh, and get this. Fires special projectiles.
All right, I read the report.
The point is, General, you need to make sure that your men are well out of its firing range. In fact, you shouldn't even be doing this test because you're not following proper protocol.
That's your recommendation?
Yes, General.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that I'm in charge instead of you then, isn't it? As far as I'm concerned, this is a fully fledged military operation, and my men can handle anything that's thrown at them. They dodged far worse than this. Get the specialist out of here. The second squad in position.
Sir, if we make our move now, we will.
Well, how else are we supposed to test the damn tripwires, Gaines? Where are Horry's men?
They're hemmed down about right here.
Tell them to hitch up their skirts and unhem themselves. Double quick.
Aye, sir.
Confirm, over. General Lowe and Horry's men are down.
Figured he'd screw this up somehow, that Horry's a damn ape.
They were found lying unconscious, sir.
Probably ran into each other out in the dark. Bunch of fools.
Sir, they're under attack. Permission to cease the...
Permission denied. This party's almost over. We hadn't even cut the cake yet. Those boys stay where they are.
Five unidentified targets this time in the field, sir.
Well, this is getting interesting.
They could be civilians.
They're trespassers.
They're headed this way, General.
Well, looks like we're going to get to test this weapon after all.
Some of our boys are down there.
They can take care of themselves. You're the last line of defense. Now get out there and do your jobs. Now!
out of my room! Walsh, there better be an explanation for this.
Let's go.
What the hell's going on? Guard shoved me in my room, locked the door. I couldn't even...
General Loden is dead. A very efficient hit, a military-style execution.
Is Rebecca...
I'm here, John.
You okay?
We're fine.
Mrs. Dance retrieved these security tapes from Ross Field where the general was killed. I don't want anyone else to view them.
Why? I mean, what's this got to do with Rebecca?
It's a question of motive, John. Who would want to murder a member of the review board?
Someone who doesn't want this place shut down. I've seen your patients display violent, erratic behavior despite their medication. And their pure hatred for the whole review process.
If we find out they had anything to do with this, we'll close this place down immediately.
You've seen our security measures. This place is impossible to leave without my authorization.
How many times has Taylor escaped? Twice? 3 times?
My subjects did not do this. I'm rarely wrong, Doctor.
Neither am I.
Here we are.
I owe you an apology. These assassins are working as a team, communicating with each other. And obviously they're outside the Institute. 3 reasons it can't be our guys.
All the same, you're not to breathe a word of this to anyone. Understand?
I have a report to make.
You will do as I say. You're here under my graces, Dance, my rules.
I can't get them to open up to me if you're going to censor my every move.
Mr. Walsh, might I have some time alone with my husband?
Certainly. Mr. Perry.
You could stay here and help me. I still have a lot of interviews to conduct.
And I still have a law firm to run.
What if there's another murder, Becca? Perry's in charge of the board now.
And I'm second in line.
Okay.
I'll visit soon. I'll watch my back. For all we know, this is a personal grudge against Loden. He had a lot of enemies.
Did you have a lot of trouble getting back in here?
I had to show my ID about 12 times. I don't see how anyone could sneak out of here.
Well, there's one man that has.
Thompson, make yourself useful.
Why do you want out of here so bad?
To tell people the truth about this place.
What truth?
The Walsh drugs us, brainwashes us, all for no reason.
Your fellow patients don't seem to need a reason to fight.
I'm not like them.
You're not? Then why do you keep coming back?
I got nowhere else to go.
You've been in here for some time, haven't you, bud?
A while.
You ever been outside the Institute?
Man, they won't let me out of here without a note. I might get hit by an ice cream truck.
Why do you like hurting people so much?
What? You saying that's wrong? Man, it's something I was trained to do. It's my shtick. Do you like what you do, Doctor? Sorry? Do you have any fun?
I don't know that fun is the most applicable.
Well, it must get a little painful. Day in, day out. Writing all the same reports. Doing the same routine over and over again till finally it just becomes this little soul-sucking darkness in the middle of your heart.
It's different for you.
I'm no drudge, Doc. You got that straight. I like what I do. You know, at least till they put me in a little hiatus. You ever had a dog?
No.
You know, that's funny. 'Cause you look like a dog lover to me. And you can smell a bitch in this place from a mile off. A lot of men in here like dogs too. Loyal, attentive, brave. Shit or piss all over the carpet if you yell at them. Deluded. See, they don't have any initiative. It's too much for their small brain to handle. They were the dogs of war that were let loose. And now they just kind of like spin around in circles, chasing their own tails. I am a werewolf. I never went to obedience school. I don't roll over when people tell me to. Last mission I was on was a doozy. Carrier just back from deployment, families there to greet them, and BAM! Terrorist cell calling themselves the Futurists crashed the party, and I was sent in to do the reconnaissance.
We're gonna flood the compartments downstairs if you don't give us these codes.
What can I say, man? I'm a wild and crazy guy. But look, man, you think they'll send me back to my old unit?
No, bud. You're gonna have to stay here a while.
'Cause of what happened last night?
What do you know about that?
Well, what I saw on the news, man. You can't keep a thing like that quiet. Hell, you know the general wants to cut this place short. Shut it down. I'd be perfectly happy with that. You know how many of his men he sacrificed?
You think anyone in here could?
What? Gotten out? Taking care of business? A while, Doc. You know how long that is? We're talking a while.
Where's Taylor?
He never comes to group, man. He's too cool for school.
I know this is difficult for you guys, but holding back your emotions is not the most positive way to deal with them, is it?
If I don't have any feelings, can I be excused from this meeting?
Yeah, I don't feel anything either.
We all have emotions, guys. No matter how well we are trained to ignore them, or how deeply we tuck them beneath our exteriors.
I think somebody's talking out of their exterior.
So repressed emotions lead to short fuses, psychological instability, temper tantrums. So you gotta learn how to identify your emotions and deal with them. Because you want to get back out there on the field, don't you?
So what is it you want us to do?
I want you to open up a little.
She wants us to start crying like babies.
Yeah, Martell. Why don't you open up wide for us?
Fuck off.
I never cry. My mom, she did all the crying.
I'm not surprised since she saw your ugly fucking face.
But you as her kid, she must have been the grim weeper.
There's a lot of emotion in this room right now, and not all of it's hostile. How do you feel right now, bud?
I am so horny.
Vic?
Hungry.
Martell?
This is stupid.
Okay. Dr. Dance? How do you feel?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
It's about time you visit our special patient, Major Coleman. I think you might learn a lot speaking with him.
Special.
Well, he's got his own way of seeing things.
I don't have a file on him.
No? He's officially not here at all.
Yeah, you're gonna love him.
Well, a visitor. Been a while, you know. I don't count that oaf that brings me my meals as a visitor. He's not a visitor. He's a poisoner.
I've been interviewing some of the men.
Oh, have you now? What are you, a journalist? Inky rich? Eavesdropper? Mental pickpocket? Headhunter? Peeping Tom?
I'm a psychologist.
He had to shrink him. I was close. So any of them mention me?
They all hold you in high regard.
And well, they should. Quite right, yes, sir. I am their superior.
How long have you been confined down here, Major?
Well, I don't consider this confinement. My mind is free. The body belongs to the Corps.
You've been in solitary a very long time. In fact, I know that you've been a patient here much longer than anyone else.
Well, I'm part of the old guard. Old war horse has just outlasted its peers. Some pasture, huh? I've gotten used to it. Guards can get real chummy. They tell me things they wouldn't tell the other patients.
Such as?
There's more to this institute's conditioning program than a few pills and a healthy jog around the yard. These men are being trained.
We're assessing Kershaw's validity as quickly as we can. We have a skilled assessor working around the clock at the Institute.
Hey, dude, they're talking about you.
What else is on?
Man, don't change it. His wife is hot.
I'm right here in the room with you guys. Show some respect for Rebecca. Vic, it's time for your interview.
What you writing? Narcissistic traits? Nah, Doc. You got me all wrong. I don't waste time looking at myself. I want other people to do it instead. Did I tell you I can press 700 pounds with my left leg? I wouldn't be on that exercise yard if they didn't make me. I'd be in my boudoir reading magazines or in the gym busting records. Here, let me show you something. Aren't they beauties?
Are they both yours?
Oh yeah. I don't get to see them much since my bad day. Dr. Walsh doesn't think it's appropriate.
You miss them?
More than you can possibly imagine. That's an H&K automatic split-firing 45mm. 2 directions at once in program pulses and no recoil. That baby's heaven in a handgun. And that one, well, that's her little baby sister. Small enough to fit in a cat's asshole, powerful enough to blow a hole in your face and your gut simultaneously.
Small enough you can smuggle it in here.
Well, I don't have a cat. Look, you gonna help me get back in the game? What happened on the sub, my bad day, that was just a misunderstanding. Whoever had the bright idea of putting me in that underwater hot rod obviously hadn't thought it through. And some jokers decided to steal it. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Oh baby. Yeah, yeah, bring it on. Yeah. Next thing I know, I wake up and I'm halfway to the Black Sea. I managed to get free and I sounded the alarm. Never should have let things get that far.
We all overestimate our abilities from time to time.
No, Doc. Not me. Not when that kind of security is at stake. Look, I volunteered to be put in here. I don't want that kind of shit happening again. So I've been preparing. Targeting device. Ammo. Method of delivery. My body ain't a temple. It's a well-honed weapon ready to fire. I'm locked and loaded, baby. Don't worry, Doc. My safety's on.
I've missed you.
The doctors say that your being here could really help.
I'm not here to help.
That's not what I mean.
I'm here to assess, right?
I think this place is worth keeping open.
Well, your colleagues don't agree. They'd like to see this place flattened and everybody inside along with it.
You have to prove me right, John. Keep at it.
Why don't I come home? After what happened to Loden?
I'm fine. I'm pretty insignificant in the scheme of things. It's not high enough up the administrative food chain to pose a threat to anyone. Come home when you've got what you need. Finish here first.
Not very good at that, am I?
This is important, John, to me and the patients here.
They don't like being called that. Walsh calls them his subjects.
Dr. Walsh is a good man. He genuinely wants to help everyone in here.
They can't get better if they don't want to be treated.
Not taking your advice?
Ignoring it. Doing the exact opposite, actually.
Then try some reverse psychology.
Why don't we talk?
I'm busy. But your wife came to visit today.
Hard to keep anything private around here, isn't it?
All in the name of security. She must be pretty shaken up after what happened in Loden.
To be honest, it's like she doesn't even want me around. Didn't even want me to ride home with her.
You asking my opinion or confiding in me so I open up and start gushing like a little loony? Maybe you ought to skip on out of here. If I had a girl waiting for me, I'd be straight back to her as soon as I could, no matter what it took. That's just me.
I won't be in here for long, and when I get out, I will be right back in the saddle again. Don't you worry.
I can imagine.
I'll bet you can.
You were raised in Russia. Your neighborhood was a shooting gallery. Just shopping for groceries was like running a gauntlet. Joined the army in your teens. Some mercenary work for a while. You lost your mother to a sniper.
A colleague of mine. We were supposed to be on the same side. You see, accidents happen all the time. I've got used to that.
I don't know if anyone...
Give my regards to your wife.
Taylor, you're going to talk to me. You can't just keep walking away.
Can't he?
You talking to him? Him and his little buddy having a chat.
I'll talk to whoever I like.
You want to talk so much? I'm standing right here.
I need some intelligent conversation for a change.
Why you gotta be such a bitch all the time? Leave her be. Boy, I think you might need to get out of my face.
Guys, look, we don't need to...
Analyze that, motherfucker.
Here. This might just keep you alive.
I don't need this. I can take care of myself.
Obviously. Show me what you can do with it. Come on.
You made your point. Hey, soldier man, show me a couple things.
Keep it simple. And up. Right down the pipe. Okay. Add the kit.
This is what you guys do all day?
That's what we're trying to do. Okay? Add front skip.
Look, I don't care what the media thinks, Rebecca. Kershaw is sitting on a prime piece of real estate, and I want it shut down. And I don't care how many heads I have to break to make it happen. The rest of the board agrees with me on this. Look, how much is it going to cost to buy your vote? Insufferable woman.
Check the back.
I cannot believe this clusterfuck. You guys head back to the Institute. I'll take care of Perry.
You can't break procedure like that.
Hey, man, this is bullshit.
Follow your orders. Back to the Institute, now. Out of the car, let's go. Hurry up. Oh, hell yeah. You're free to go. Out of the car, let's go.
What the bloody hell are you doing?
Thank you, have a nice day. The fuck have you been? Harry won't be a problem anymore.
Always a hot shot.
Someone's gotta be.
We'll be making our decisions soon based on financial projections and the recommendation of our in-house psychiatric expert.
Police think that with the death of some of your colleagues, someone may have a vendetta against the review board. Aren't you concerned you might be the next victim?
I'm not the victim type. Besides, I'm well looked after.
Mrs. Dance. Mrs. Dance, just a few more questions. Mrs. Dance, will you be instituting any new policies?
Looks like you've been in the wars.
There was another death last night.
You know who's behind these secret missions, don't you?
Tell me.
It's a communist cell planted by the Kremlin to destroy us within. They want to spread panic and wipe out our leaders.
These victims were hardly world leaders. But they were important to this institute, and you should know that they decide whether it lives or dies.
They may not be national leaders now. You give them a couple of years. A rigged election or two. These commies are whip smart. That's why we got to be smarter.
You've been in this place too long.
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably never get out of here. At least not as long as this Cold War's going on. Luckily, though, I've got my fleshed soldiers that rough and hard of heart to carry out my orders for me.
That's enough. Got some time's over. Get out of here.
Bring me a cup of tea. And a good book.
I'm highly recommended, Mr. Taylor, but I expect a lot from my employees. I have so many obligations.
I'm a dutiful man, Mr. Faulkner.
Of course you are. Let me show you what we do. These weapons are handcrafted for the elite of the world. They appreciate our meticulous work.
You base your designs on Masamune. Beautiful.
It's not often that I meet somebody who appreciates these items as much as I do. Amazing, isn't it? How something so deadly can be so precious, so priceless. If you're to handle my security, Mr. Taylor, you must understand what is precious to me. Come. Hi, Agneta. Bad day at the office? This dutiful employee tried to steal from me. You know, when a warrior was defeated in battle, he was beheaded with his own sword. And then it was discarded to keep his soul from haunting his foes. They believed that the soul was tethered to the sword. A shame, really, to discard such an exquisite object. It's probably the only one in this country. You would not believe the lengths that I had to go to obtain the financing for its acquisition. The laws that I had to bend. This is what you wanted. Now you know what it means to work for me.
I'll pass. You're not fit to wield that sword.
Why don't you finish him off? Finish him.
They took me off active duty and put me in this place for evaluation. I guess that's where you come in. Well, you done evaluating?
You didn't complete your mission.
My target no longer posed a threat to anyone. So as far as I'm concerned, I accomplished my objective. I don't belong in this place.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, well, they're right. This jumped up glass house shouldn't exist. It needs to be shut down.
Taylor, do me a favor. Just come to group. It'll be the last one.
Shouldn't you be in solitary?
Some of you may know this already, but the review board is going to make its decisions in the next couple of days. Some of you are going to stay. Some of you are going to return to your units. This is our last time here together. That's for certain.
You know, I've been here for a few days now trying to help you. Heard your stories. Tried to see your point of view. It wasn't always easy, but I think I understand you better now. I'll be leaving soon. But you don't really need me, or Dr. Hudson, or anybody else for that matter. I see qualities in all of you that you could help each other. Your calming influence. Vic, your sense of humor. Your compassion. Your intellect. Your strength. If you hadn't spent so much time squabbling and backbiting, you'd be out of here by now. That is what you want, right? Why don't you get up and leave? You have my permission. Go ahead. Get up. Leave. Why are you still here?
Sir, permission to speak.
Granted. How the men?
Antsy. Don't like having their heads messed with.
It's all for the common good, remember.
Sir, I've chosen not to kill a prime target twice now. I tell myself it was for the right reasons, but
Look. You've had choices made for you ever since you joined the military. It's only natural that you'd want to rebel.
I don't want to rebel.
Oh, I think you do. Deep down inside, where nobody goes but you. Me. I wake up every morning, so I see these same four walls. Hello, walls. Same chair. Same door. My fate's been allotted to me by the men that sentenced me. I'm just a little pawn in the godlike game. But you are a warrior. And every now and then, a warrior has to rise up. Has to rise up and challenge the gods. Challenge the powers of might and mercy. They expect it.
We're leaving on another mission. If we're successful, they might speed up our release. But if we fail, they're going to send us to some damn asylum. They won't understand us there. We'll never get back home.
Home? You say home? Man, this is my goddamn home.
Where's everybody?
Gone. Which guess makes us nobody.
I couldn't sleep.
That's probably because you don't have any kind of real job around here, do you? All you do is sit around and take notes about us. Well, heads up, Doc. They won't let me go on any of their jaunts. Me! Look at me, I'm the best man for the job.
You aren't taking your medication, are you?
I don't need any medication. I am calm!
But a mission has to be planned. Controlled. What is Coleman's secret? How does he get your friends to work together?
Man, they are my friends. Coleman isn't in charge of shit. You know how long he's been in here? 40 years. He's more worried about a little Khrushchevs underneath his bed than he is about us. I came in here to get better. This place is making me worse.
Well, then I failed.
Well, you did the best you could. I can't say any further than that. I mean, you could talk to your major. He's a fucking loon. But he'll be honest with you.
Post there, one zone coverage, here and here. Go. Move out. Memo 1 secure. You were the first one, weren't you? The original test subject.
I signed up. Hey, don't underestimate the human need to commit at least one heroic deed before breakfast. I was the first ingredient in a melting pot of killers and misfits, angry young men. If we could have been trained, programmed to carry out our mission without the slightest qualm.
It didn't work on you, though.
It didn't work on anyone at that time. But now that the experiment's a success, I get left behind. Tragic, isn't it?
How does this experiment work?
Hell, you should know. You of all people should know. The only thing that keeps soldiers from killing each other is their leader. We hold our leaders in such low regard. The standards have dropped so low. Those buffoons at Kershaw, they understood. All of our faceless villains are gone. Our enemies have faces now. We empathize. Then we dispatch. The enemy hungers. It thirsts. And it spreads its disease all over the world. Psychological test, huh? You know something? You smell bad. Maybe you ought to go take a shower.
Walsh, I need you to help me. Some of your patients aren't in their room. Why? Where are they? Except for Bud, who is more volatile than ever. He practically tried to kill me. They have been dumping the pills in the shower drain. Don't you care?
Of course. I care about all my patients. Bud, Vic, Martell, and you, John. I care about you a great deal.
I think they're going after Rebecca.
I don't think so. Delusions are very common for someone in your state of mind, I'm afraid. In certain cases, it can be therapeutic to allow this transference, to even encourage it, to help you on your path to improvement. You haven't been out of this building for years, John. You haven't seen your wife outside this facility, have you?
Of course I have.
Not since you were admitted. You've been going through the same routine over and over again, asking the same questions. This doesn't get any easier no matter how many times we have this conversation. And I think we've been very tolerant.
But the patients, I interviewed them.
I don't think they minded. You're a good listener. Everybody likes to be listened to.
How many times do I have to do this?
Hi, Doc.
You know who I am?
Why is he always in solitary?
Should know that, Doc.
The doctors say that your being here could really help.
But the drugs I put... The assassinations. I think I know who's behind them.
Assassinations? No one's been killed, John. All these notions of secret missions, patients wandering in and out of our high security facility, they aren't real. Perhaps we've humored you too much. But look on the positive side. I can assure you that Rebecca is in no danger. She'll be fine.
You don't really need those, do you?
Listen to me. Patients have killed some people. We have to stop them.
I see. It's what we call our toy phone, John. Some of our more deluded patients like to play with it.
No, because I heard, I spoke to...
You did. The mind's a fragile thing, John. It tricks you. Snaps so easily. You belong here with the rest of the nut jobs. It's not so bad when you get used to it. We're all like family. Patients and staff. Stay here long enough, you forget who's what.
Dr. Hudson says it's quite common in a place like this.
Trust me, there is no place like that.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Walsh has headed up quite a few of these crank holes. As a matter of fact, Hudson's daddy's in one of them now. She says he calls her his little Valkyrie.
Tell me, when did the lunatics start running the asylum?
We want you to be content, John. Now, if you get well while you're here, that's an added bonus. But we don't expect miracles. We expect you to behave.
Why don't they take her with them?
Area secure, sir. Where's Coyle?
He's not responding. Martel, is the perimeter secure?
Don't you worry.
Wait. This is a mistake. It's time to go home.
If we don't kill her now, we won't have a home to go to.
You don't want to see Kershaw closed down, do you?
It's not my decision to make.
Stand down, soldier. No more killing.
Stop! Vic, think about what you're doing, alright? This isn't in here. You shoot Rebecca, and there's another board member that's just going to take her place, and another one right behind that. What do you achieve by shooting Rebecca?
Looks like I might be doing you a favor. She seems pretty cozy over there with the lone wolf. That's why you were busting out of the Institute.
How long? How long, Taylor? No, I don't want to know. You never wanted me to get out, did you? Just one thing. Did you know Walsh was pulling this hoax, trying to make me think I was crazy?
John, from the very beginning, Walsh knew that my concern was for you and our safety. He came up with this plan and said that by lying to you, he'd be able to keep you out of harm's way.
You knew I would come home if there was any trouble.
This is what I was trying to avoid. You saw the disc. You know what happened to General Loden and Perry.
Yeah.
You killed them, didn't you? I was afraid and I should have told you.
Look, she's gonna shut us down.
Who told you that? Walsh? Look, he was just playing his little army games, alright? That's all he was doing, using everybody, and Rebecca just stood by and let it happen.
With Rebecca in charge of the board, the Institute can remain open.
You knew about this?
I needed Taylor to protect me.
I was supposed to protect you. Walsh is instigating this madness. You guys are just monkeys in a laboratory. He was using you as test subjects for his drugs and his theories.
We haven't been taking his drugs, Doctor.
Actually, I've been taking the pills. I mean, just the orange ones.
John, you should go. I'll protect Rebecca.
Stop it! Leave him alone!
Look, Walsh's experiments are going to get Kershaw Institute shut down. He's the one that's been messing with our heads. He's the one we should be after. It's time we start thinking for ourselves.
Move out, Vic.
You have to go.
Total lockdown.
No one's to be let in, understand?
You mean no one's to be let out, sir?
You heard what I said. Secure the staff in their rooms.
They're not going to like that, sir. Even Dr. Hudson.
Especially Dr. Hudson. It's for their own good. Make sure all your men have live rounds, so-called. Some of our patients haven't been taking their medicine.
I may not be in charge of this facility, but I still have some allies. What are you doing? I don't like your tone. Time to crush some commies.
Martel, what the hell are you doing?
Get him in, Dan. Let's go.
I can't believe I got shot with a 5.56 millimeter.
No, look, you got through the gate, man. That's all that matters.
Yeah, guess I did.
Turn around. Put your hands up.
I've seen you make a lot of mistakes around here. Don't make another.
What mistakes have I made, Taylor?
Asking the wrong people the wrong questions. And underestimating me.
Yeah, well, I won't do that again. I know about your escape attempts. Just a distraction, weren't they? So blatant that the guards wouldn't suspect you and your men were sneaking out the east wing?
She needed me, John. She never loved me. She knew she would eventually become a target. She was only using me as a last line of defense.
If she knew about your missions, then why didn't she blow the whistle on you?
Because she knew there was someone higher up helping us, and she couldn't be sure who.
Walsh.
You still love Rebecca, don't you?
More than ever.
You're tougher than she thinks.
Bud, you alright? We're done. The mission is over. You won't have to stay behind anymore.
I'm right as rain. You know, it's the most fun I've had in years.
Max, how can I help you?
I don't need any more of your kind of help.
Taylor, don't.
We wanted the best for you. To bring you together, keep a roof over your heads. All blessed by the big guns of our almighty fighting forces. They were getting impatient. Needed to see results.
You went too far, Walsh. These people deserve a chance to return to active duty, get back to their normal lives.
Normal? Look at you. Here tonight. The perfect fighting force. Working together, yet each of you using your individual strengths. Without Dr. Hudson, you'd be nothing. Washouts.
We were supposed to be on the same side.
Soldiers aren't expendable.
Martel. I thought you didn't want any more killing.
Put in a good word for us, will you?
I promise I'll finish the job I started.
Where will they send us?
Far away from here.
Goodbye, my little Valkyrie.
Either you boys ever been to Afghanistan?